They both give you this glimpse into a way of life that's been preserved for centuries.
Let's move from the visual to the audible music. The sources talk about Albanian folk music as a really important part of the national identity.
It is. And just like everything else in Albanian culture, the music is super diverse. You've got the epic songs of the Geg region in the north, and then the more lyrical and melancholic melodies of the Tosk and Lab regions in the south.
So again, the geography and history are reflected in the music.
Yeah, it's all connected. And of course, one of the most unique forms of Albanian folk music is isopolyphony. That hunting choral singing we talked about before, it's still performed today. Weddings, festivals, you name it.
It's amazing how those traditions stay alive.
It shows how important they are to Albanian identity, that connection to heritage.
Speaking of heritage, let's talk about Albanian literature.
It might not be as well known internationally as, say, French or English literature, but it's got a rich history, a fascinating window into the Albanian experience.
Our sources mention Gajan Buzuku, a 16th century cleric who translated the Catholic liturgy into Albanian, one of the earliest written works in the language.
Yeah, Bazuka's work was huge, not just for the Catholic Church in Albania, but for Albanian literature in general. It helped standardize the written language and pave the way for, well, everything that came after.
And when we talk about Albanian literature, one name that always comes up is Ismail Kader.
Of course. Kader is, he's probably the most famous Albanian writer. His novels and poems are known all over the world. He's won tons of awards, including the Man Booker International Prize.
What are some of the themes he explores in his work?
Well, his writing is very much rooted in Albanian history and culture, but he also deals with universal themes,
Oh.
love, loss, betrayal, what it means to be human, especially under oppressive regimes. His novels often explore Albanian identity, the weight of the past, and the challenges of, like, balancing tradition and modernity.
It sounds like his work offers a really powerful look at the Albanian experience.
It does. Kader's writing it's powerful, it's poetic, and often pretty unsettling. He's not afraid to confront difficult truths about Albania's past.
We've covered so much in this deep dive on Albania. I'm amazed by how much there is to learn.
Me too. We've gone from ancient ruins to modern cities, listened to the music, read the literature. It's been quite a journey.
So for our listeners, what are the key takeaways here?
I hope you've gained a new appreciation for Albania. It's a country of contrasts, ancient and modern, beautiful and scarred.
It's a country that's still evolving, still figuring things out.
But it's also a country with a rich culture, proud people, and a story that deserves to be heard.
We encourage you to keep exploring, learn more about Albania, its history, its culture, its people. You might be surprised by what you find. Thanks for joining us.